Okay. Let's see. The story. As it happened. As I remember it. As I'm telling it. Oh God. Well, here it is. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I came home from work. My wife Myra was in her dressing room, getting dressed for the party. I went to the kitchen to grab a bottle of champagne from the refrigerator. Rosita, the Spanish cook, was in the kitchen with Ramona, her Spanish sister, and Romero, her Spanish son. They're preparing an Italian dinner. They were waiting for Myra to tell them when to start the dinner. As I climbed the stairs, I said to myself, this is my 10th wedding anniversary, and I can't believe I still love my wife so much. She was putting on a perfume I bought for Christmas. I purposely buy it because it drives me crazy. I tapped on her door. Tap, tap, tap. She opens it. I hand her a glass of champagne. I toast to the most beautiful wife a man could have had for 10 years. She toasts to the best man the most beautiful wife could ever have for 10 years. We drink. We kiss. I toast again to the loveliest skin on the loveliest body that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. She toasts to the gentlest hands that have ever stroked the loveliest skin on the loveliest body that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. We drink. We kiss. We toast. We drink. We kiss. We toast. By 7 o'clock, the bottle's finished. My wife is sloshed, and I'm completely toasted. And then I smell it. But you, I could never resist. I loved her in that moment with as much passion and ardor as the night we were first newlyweds. Not embarrassment, but the pride and joy for a love so deep it grows stronger as each new day passes. We lay there, spent, naked in each other's arms, complete in our happiness. By now it's 8 o'clock and it's grown dark outside. Suddenly, a knock at the door. Knock, knock, knock. The door opens to reveal a strange young man looking down at us with a knife in his hands. Myra screams, "Ah!" I run to grab my gun from my drawer. Myra grabs a towel to shield herself. I rush back in with my pistol, ready to save my wife's life. The strange young man says, "You keep the scenario and But I don't speak Spanish, and I've never seen Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know that the knife was to cut up the salad, and he was just asking, should they start the dinner now? So I aim my gun at him. Myra screams again, "Ah!" and pulls my arm. The gun goes off and shoots me in the earlobe. Rosita's son Romero runs downstairs to tell Rosita and Ramona, "Mamacita, nene, ¿qué pasa? Abajo allá." The crazy man took a shot at him. So Rosita, Ramona, and Romero leave in a huff. My ear is bleeding on my wife's white dress. Suddenly, we hear a noise outside. It's the first guests pulling up. So Myra grabs a bathroom and runs downstairs to stop Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, or else we'll have no dinner. But they take off in their Alfa Romeo. I look out the window, but it's dark outside, and I think someone's trying to steal my beautiful old Mercedes. So I take another shot at them. Myra runs down to the basement where we keep the cedar chest. She's looking for the dress she wore last year for the run for rheumatoid arthritis. She can't find the light, trips down the stairs, passes out in the dark. I run downstairs looking for my wife, but I notice that the basement door is open and afraid that the stranger man is coming back. Lock it, not knowing that Myra is still down there. Then I run upstairs to take some aspirin for my ear because it's killing me from holding it. But the blood on my fingers gets in my eyes, and by mistake I take 4 Valium instead. And I start to hear the first guests pouring in downstairs, and I want to tell them to look for Myra. But all of a sudden, I can't speak from the Valium, and my ear is bleeding on the white rug. So I grab a note to try to explain what happened. But I look down, and the note looks like gibberish, and I'm afraid that my friends will think it was a suicide note, and they'll call the police. And my friend Glenn Cooper is coming, and it would be very bad for his campaign to get mixed up in a suicide. So I tore the note up and flushed it down the toilet as the guests were pouring in, and they're yelling at me, "What happened? What happened?" But before I can tell them what happened, I pass out on the bed. And that's